I can speak to that. In general, I think if you ask people, and I have, about their priorities, they recognize that good, high-quality drinking water is very important to their lives. Now, if you would ask them what are they prepared to give up or do or be taxed or something like that, you might get a different answer, varying kinds of answer, but all agree that water is fundamental to society. Now, it happens that if there's an event where there's a lot of, where many people's wells become contaminated, I can tell you that there is considerable excitement in that community about the groundwater quality. But unfortunately, they have a contaminated aquifer. And now they have a big problem. What we are trying to encourage people is to think ahead in how to prevent groundwater contamination from happening. And that is the focus of my research work and the work that I am promoting, is how can we prevent or reduce the likelihood of groundwater contamination, especially from landfills, which are point sources, big sources of waste. I've been fortunate to work around the world and look at a lot of landfills. It's always a sad thing to go and see so much waste and the problems that are associated with it. The landfill here in Rio Gallegos is not so different from some of the better run landfills. The people that are involved are very conscientious of the problems associated with the landfill because of past practices, and they're taking good steps to try to reduce the production of leachate in the landfill. Of course, this is going to take considerable time, some effort and resources, especially as they kind of go to have to put new resources into a new landfill. So this is going to pose them a very difficult sort of work, but I think that they're very conscientious people. We cannot move these landfills. Once the waste is dumped there in considerable quantity, it becomes a cemetery of waste. And we become the sextons or the overseers of that landfill, and it becomes our responsibility as a society to try to make this landfill into a place where there poses less risk to our groundwater and to our health. These don't happen too often, and they've happened more in the past where people have drunk contaminated water. I've had the unhappy experience of meeting with people who've had water contamination of their water well or contamination of their water wells. And it is a terrible thing for the family and for me, and it becomes a powerful motivation for me to try to promote ways in which we can reduce the risk of groundwater contamination, because I to see the father of a family so sick that he can't work, this is very hard to see.